Bitfarms has finally done it. They have appointed a new CEO, and it is a familiar face, Ben Gagnon. He was the chief mining officer of Bitfarms, a well-loved mining officer. He was very good at keeping things efficient and running, and I think that he would be and is a great choice for the growth aspect of the company, which they are attacking aggressively here after the halving, trying to increase their hash rate up to that 20 exahash goal that they have going. I mean, it's higher than 20, but I'm just going to say 20 for the sake of I can't remember the exact number at this moment. I think he's going to be great for that specific goal, and I think that is something that they needed right now. So this ends the saga of their CEO search, having Ben come on there. And I think I can't say it's the best choice in the world necessarily, but I think he is the best choice for their current goal. My only hope is that he has some good advisement in terms of how to handle the riot situation. There's something else that came up of that as well. What's it called? Better Bit Farms. Riot came out with this little gem here. I think it was that, like that. Yeah. Riot came out with this little gem here this week here. They put this page out here. It's called Better Bit Farms. It's time to fix Bitfarms' broken corporate governance. And they go over all the things they've been whining about. So let's make a change. The Riot, they wanted a special meeting. Let's talk about their special meeting to bring more diversity to the board of Bitfarms in terms of who is on the board. Let's see. These are the things they're saying that they don't like. They've had 5 CEOs in the last 5 years. They've got the poison pill to trigger at 15% versus the customary 20%. No credible strategic alternatives to process their months of engagement. I mean, they ghosted you, Riot. They just didn't want you to buy them, and you were unwilling to accept that, and now you're pushing your will upon them here. And I don't necessarily like that. Now I know that there was a few shady things that went down in Bitfarms in terms of the board versus the previous CEO. Some of that came to light in a lawsuit Riot filed against Bitfarms in Canada. But I don't like the way that Riot is going about this. I do feel like at the end of the day, based on purely the interactions going back and forth and the handling of it by Riot, that I just don't like the way Riot's doing it. That's all. That's all. But anyways, go to abetterbitfarms.com if you want to take a look at what Riot has in store here for Bitfarms and their designs here. But this today is good news. They have a new CEO. All they need to do now is clear up this issue with Riot, come out on top of that scenario, nail their exahash goals, which I absolutely believe they will do with Ben leading the helm here. And we will see some great appreciation in the Bitfarms chart. And as we can see here, today Bitfarms was kind of a flat day, whereas a lot of miners were down except one, and we're going to talk about that here in a moment because we can't let that not have its moment to shine as well today. But it was down a little bit, whereas like CleanSpark was down like 4% today. Mara was like 2% down. Riot down even more. Not even more than like 4%, but like down more so than Bitfarms. They were down 2%, 2.5%. Riot was down, just being flat and super flat. So I think that we are now in an area where Bitfarms has the potential to start just nailing it. Like, watch Bitfarms come out next month with more operational hash than Riot, even though Riot has 22 exahash installed. Like, if that were to happen, that'd be just so embarrassing. I would actually really love to see that. I do hold Riot. I don't want them to fail, but man, they're frustrating me right now. I'm not even gonna pretend like they're not. They're just frustrating me. Whereas Bitfarms, even with all this controversy, they're still just hitting their exahash goals. Nothing stopping them, and that's with Ben. That's him pushing those pushing through that exahash and making that growth goal happen. And I think it's as CEO, he can train up another chief mining officer and just nail those growth goals for the year and next year after the halving. And I think Bitfarms has a great future with those goals being achieved by their current team. All right. The other thing that happened today was Bitfarms bucked the trend today and was up 5.6% today they were, I mean, at one point it was up at $3.90. It ended the day at $3.77. In post, we are still going up. Bitfarms operating off of this bull flag right here is still in the uptrend, and it really just needs to hold above 347, and this bullish action is still happening here. So Bit Digital is looking pretty good right now. I'm pretty happy with this movement. I like that this bull flag broke to the upside. This is a bit of a gap up and go sort of candle here, and I think for this short term, now we could run into trouble here around up to 453 when we start hitting the top of this fib cloud here. Now, we've hit this in the past and done just a short pullback back to the 20-day moving average and then carried on. And we used the 20-day as the support from there. Now, if it were to do this time, I would suspect that the 20-day moving average would be somewhere around 350-ish by the time we get up to 453. Okay? And I wouldn't expect us to go any lower than 350, banging into the 20-day moving average as we curled up into this cloud and beyond. What I am using right now as my measurement for where I am expecting Bit Digital to go, let's go here. Is it here? Is it here? No. No, that's too high. Oh no, yeah, this is right. This is right. Okay, that's on the weekly. This is where I'm expecting it to go. All right. I'm looking for Bit Digital. As you know, if you've been watching all my channel, all my videos about Bit Digital, I am expecting Bit Digital to come up to the 200-week moving average, which is currently $5.11. That is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for it to hit at least that area, and then from there interact with it and see what happens. If we get a blow off top like we did back here in December, then I expect it to come falling down really hard. If we get some sideways action like this, I might expect it to go just a little bit higher, maybe even touch close to $6 before coming back down. But I don't really see it going much higher than that unless we get a short squeeze out of Bit Digital. So that's what I'm looking for right now. The 200 moving average on the weekly chart, that is the measurement I'm looking at for Bit Digital to make this move here. I want to see it do just like the last two moves. I want to see it at least come up to this area before I'd even start personally considering to offload any of my shares. And of course, none of this is financial advice or a suggestion of buy, sell, or hold any asset whatsoever. It's all for informational and entertainment purposes only. But anyways, it was a monumental day for Bitfarms, getting the new CEO. RIOT still kind of crying about it. And Bit Digital going up 5.6%. And honestly, I couldn't find any news explaining why. That looks like perhaps it is simply institutional buying, getting in on the HPC side of this business. That is my suspicion. And I think that we will hit this red line up here at 511 off of that type of movement here going forward in the next couple of weeks here. It could, I mean, Bit Digital could do this in 2-3 weeks and be up there, and we'll be seeing it flying high. Anyways, that's all I've got for you today. What a monumental day for those two miners. I'll go over the rest of them tomorrow morning before open. We'll talk about today's performance and pre-market performance here in the morning. I just wanted to get this out this afternoon. Please like, comment, subscribe, share this video, and have a profitable day.